Well, hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a while since I made a video. Today I'm excited to share our complete solar system setup with you. This was actually a project we had planned for about 3 years down the road, but after last year's hurricane knocked out our power for so long, we decided to make it happen much sooner. I started working on this system in October of 2024, and since there isn't much information out there on do-it-yourself high voltage battery and BMS systems, it took a long time to get everything up and running. In this video, we will talk about our whole journey, the challenges, the mistakes, and the successes we had along the way. Now, let's talk about the design choices. What you're looking at right now is the power room. When we found this home design, one of the things I really liked was that the power room would be completely separate from the main home, connected only by the breezeway where we park our cars. I did not want full car garage here because I already have one on the side for other projects, so everything related to this solar system. Separate cooling system, the batteries, the inverter, all the components are installed in this dedicated power room. Even the switch gear for the main AC connection is mounted on the back wall, keeping everything centralized and organized while keeping costs down by using off-the-shelf components as much as possible. We are going inside the battery room. You can see a Mustang Mach-E BMS. Over here we have 4 Solis high voltage hybrid inverters, though I'm only running 3 of them right now with the 4th kept as a spare. Each inverter is paired with its own high voltage battery system. These are 96S 307 volt packs, each managed by GCE RBMS. That means we have 3 independent battery systems, 1 per inverter. And here we see a network gear, including a Home Assistant PC and the Raspberry Pi unit that handles communication with all 3 BMS units. So every piece of equipment that I have in a house while designing this property was to be a soft start. This ginormous 4-ton HVAC unit is a soft start too. And let's demonstrate that. There's no drama when this is starting. Here's my Home Assistant interface with the entire solar system. A few years ago, maybe 3 or 4, I made a video saying that the standard 48 volt battery systems were becoming outdated for any serious solar projects. And I still stand by that today. High voltage battery systems like mine are simply much more efficient. When your home sometimes pulls 20 or 30 kilowatts, like mine does, running at a higher voltage means you can move the same amount of power with a lower current. That keeps cable sizes down, reduces power losses, and keeps wire costs in check. For example, instead of running expensive, heavy 4/aught wire everywhere, I can use off-the-shelf from Home Depot number 6 AWG wire for the entire system. That's only possible because the voltage is higher, so the current and therefore the heat and losses stay lower. All of this data is displayed in a Home Assistant where I can monitor real-time performance of the entire solar system. The inverters communicate over RS-45 with the Home Assistant, and I have written, with help of ChatGPT, a custom Python script running on Raspberry Pi that talks directly to RBMS units. That script collects battery data, processes it, and feeds it in the Home Assistant so I can keep track of everything in one place. I think this gives a solid overview of the entire setup. If there's enough interest, we can go deeper in future videos and break down each component in details.